retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with a cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They fit their disease. Rage is like a weed, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. With God in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
Oh, you've caught me off guard here. Well, bit of a janky intro. But for those who were watching last week, clearly we're a long way from Saudi Arabia. But at least in my case, we couldn't be closer to home.
Yeah.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening all, and welcome to round 2, season 5 of the Artito Racing Championship. Not at the Jeddah Street Circuit as we originally planned, but here at Mount Panorama. We'll get to that in just a moment, but for the meantime, welcome along to In the VC, the rare show that discusses all the news and events occurring within the virtual paddock. I'm Kendrick Garlic, and joining me as usual is Kenjake. And Kenjake, there's a bit of a scenery change that we typically expected of the Arabian Peninsula.
That is true. So, we were supposed to be in the Middle East by now, but we made a detour and went to Australia.
Yep, so what's ended up happening is, there's a combination of things. The first and the biggest one is the drivers weren't particularly happy with the track itself, and without any drivers, you're not going to have any league. So the race director, who's currently fiddling around with them like the moment, you can hear the noise in the background.
Boo! We won Jeddah! Boo!
You won Jeddah. Everyone else won Bathurst. So we changed it to Bathurst, and here we are. About 5-hour drive out from Sydney itself, and pretty much my spiritual home track, actually, I have to be honest.
Actually, I know for a fact that it's also in New South Wales, right?
Yes, just the same state.
Same
It's
state.
the only good thing New South Wales has, to be fair. So,
They have
Just-
Bondi Beach.
they have Sydney, which kind of which kind of makes everything worse. But anyways, we don't talk about that.
Fun words.
So
Hey,
just a bit of
visiting
Victoria
Australia.
and New South Wales answer right here. Yep. So I see Garlic there,
Yeah.
nicely within 4 cents of NAF. NAF,
Yeah, that's. I think that's enough quality pace, and I haven't done a quality trim yet, so.
Oh, okay.
So here's the good news. Our main man, the commentator, is actually racing today.
Yes,
I know.
quite literally by popular demand.
So take us around the track, Kindred.
We were gonna. Let's be real. He's been peer pressured into this in a way. He really
Yeah, a
has.
bit, I'll be honest. But Naf's been kind enough to give me a setup.
I kind of put Garlic on the spot on Thursday or Friday, I believe. Yeah, here he is.
Actually, perfectly enough, here's G, given a bit below. G wasn't actually in the race the previous round, he was looking for a look. But he's been racing, and he's home track as well, so it's the first home race for him, first home race for me. And this is the first time race for Josh if he wants to come on as well.
Wait, hold on. Let me
Yeah.
just pull up the screen here. While you're just casually just doing your outlap, I'm just gonna
Yep.
fix.
Most people are starting to do the outlaps at the moment. We're still waiting for the server to be booted up. That was Saint's responsibility. I don't know what he's doing. But going through. Great there. Filling me. But yeah, it's a little difficult to do like a pre-race show while you're driving at the same time, to be brutally honest. But we'll manage somehow.
ESPN usually do this.
That is true, actually. That's gonna be one. So I'm gonna actually let off the throttle here, let him go by. But yeah, while we're doing this outlap here, he's pulling off alongside. Go around. While I'm setting up for this quicker lap here, a little bit of trivia about the track. It's 5 hours out of the a drive outside of Sydney. It's 6.2 kilometers long. Initially a street circuit, it's got 23 corners, and it's pretty much the jewel of Australian motorsport, as we said. I haven't been here personally, but I've always wanted to go. Start flying lap here as we go through Murray's.
Yeah, that's better.
Shut up. See my throttle trace at the top there, going into the 4th gear, braking just about 70 or so. You want to be avoiding this curb. I don't do that very well. Getting on the power almost immediately. You don't want to blend the throttle and then be on full power as you're exiting Hell Corner there. Up mountain straight now, and you're climbing the gorgeous mountain itself. This version of the track, of course, being a laser scan of ACC. We're braking just before the 50 here. Turn the car in, and you usually want to be on the throttle immediately. I've gone a bit understeery there because I have one of the tyres, but you always full throttle on there. Into 4th gear, up towards the cutting, throttle here, and then you're trying to balance the car into this camber. Pretty much on the throttle immediately, and you start to climb up the hill here. Usually avoid the curb. And get in this camber here, and then walk the car all the way up to the wall. Go all the way onto the right hand side here. You can go through flat on race pace here if you've got a good enough setup. Then blend the throttle as you go over the crescent, McPhillamy, and then full throttle as you hit the apex, up towards the skyline. Braking just before this crest here, the car will get loose, you have to expect it. Then down through the S's, you're pretty much just tapping the brakes to get the car turned in. You're not really trying to apply too much throttle here, this is flat. Little dab of the brake to get the car turned in, into forest elbow, trail braking to get to the apex, and then on the power, go all the way down Convent Straight here. This is the fastest point in Australian motorsport, but you've also got a lot of time to think about where the other cars are, where the pace is, how your fuel's looking. Tyres as well, you can see at the top right there, my tyres getting pretty hot. Through the chase, braking at pretty much 150 exactly, to blend off the throttle and let the car roll in. Up to 3rd gear, trying to avoid the curb here, trying to walk the car as much as possible. Getting into 5th gear for braking just at about that curb on the left hand side there. And then into Murray's, hammer the throttle, let the TC do its job. That is a lap of Mount Panorama.
Wow, who knew that the commentator can drive?
Yeah.
I was able to beat Ballista at one point. Might be able to do it again today.
Well, you heard it from him. Max.
Oh, service kill. Excellent. Server is dead.
Well, I reset it.
Yes, good. Thank you.
So that means we're going to have to reconnect.
That is killed because I'm changing it back to Jeddah. That's why. That's
do
what's
that.
happening right now.
I'm coming to Singapore. I'm stealing your I don't know.
Good luck getting here within the next hour.
I'm gonna miss the whole
Well,
race.
although if you drive at the pace you're going around the mountain, then you might be able to make it, to be fair.
You can just invert the wings on that Z4.
Oh, you probably could.
It's gonna be faster than a Cessna.
Oh, right, new
It doesn't really take much to be faster than a Cessna, man.
It's a flying kite. It's a World War One aircraft.
No, it's a flying horse, mate. It's a flying horse. Or flying Williams. How slow it is.
Password?
Is the password there?
Yes. I
Cool.
just forgot to put it in. That was autopiling. There we go. Hopping in. And Kendrick will probably be in the broadcast soon. But that means that I'm not going to be in the commentary because this is the second time this happened.
I'm already doing the broadcast.
You'll be able to get the broadcast of the cars now proper.
Yep, it's the broken
Instead of
English lads who's going to do the broadcast today.
Pog. But yeah, there isn't really much to talk about, honestly. Everyone besides Josh Mitchell and Aditya scored points last week. I think Aditya was just struggling with the car, and then Josh Mitchell got in the fray a wee bit.
You mean Josh Mitchell was just being Josh Mitchell?
Perhaps.
There's nothing new there. My god, the regular AC tower that we're used to using is actually broken in this track.
Oh. Well then. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that then.
Are we going to use Jeddah now?
Jeddah boys, let's go!
I'm kidding.
Pack your
Cringe.
plane. Pack your bags. Pack your bags.
Nah.
The race director will then race.
Then
True, you were meant to race beforehand, and I got goaded into it.
Yeah, I was meant to race, but then everybody didn't want to do Jeddah because, you know. I was happy to do Jeddah with a
same.
6-year-old GPU, so that says enough.
They have a
Anyways,
good opinion, maybe? That's why they didn't want to do Jeddah?
Jeddah's better.
Guess we can't have.
Who was it? It might have been Ryan or a version, I can't remember who, but it's the fact that you were possibly the only person who would choose Jeddah over Bathurst.
No. Okay, in terms of a racetrack, I would definitely choose Mount Panorama over Jeddah, but I wanted to do Jeddah because it's something different. Like, I'm pretty sure no other league...
You've only raced here once, never in GT3s.
No, but what I'm saying is no other league, likely in a Assetto Corsa, has done Jeddah yet either, whereas other leagues have definitely done Bathurst at some point. That's what I mean. Like, it's something new. So. That's why I wanted to do it. And somehow, oh no, mind. I thought my aircon was set at 31 degrees Celsius for a second, but no, it's 21. My eyes are playing with me. Anyways.
Maybe it's a good thing you're not racing if you can't distinguish
that says a lot of things when you wanted to be a pilot.
Mate, it's the reflection of the light that's making the 2 look like a 3.
I mean, there's a lot of things, like, you know, in the air that's going to be messing with the instruments, and you can't even read them properly. God help you and your passengers.
Just make sure you can see the buildings.
Okay, that took a dark turn. Okay, I'm not going to say anything. It's a Jose Mourinho meme. I prefer not to speak. If I speak, big trouble.
I get trouble.
Yep. My future employer is watching this like, what?
Thinking.
In other news, who is leading the Le Mans virtual?
Last time I checked, it was Verstappen, but then he had a disconnect, so...
Oh yeah, his start back in.
I've heard
back in first.
I think he's good enough to race in Formula 1 and win 2 championships.
I honestly think that Verstappen guy could definitely get into Formula 1 and win 2 championships, maybe? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I believe that one as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bit of a transition between sim and real life. You have to account for the G-forces, of course.
Yeah, I don't know if Max can handle G-forces, can he?
Yeah,
Do you think he can keep...
true.
Yeah, I don't know. Can he?
What was it, Monaco 2016?
Oh, yeah, the one he bended into the...
Yeah.
Well,
Into turn 1 at like 50 Gs.
He's bended in Monaco twice, hasn't he? During practice, 2016 and 18.
2018, yes. Actually, it might have been 2015, because he was in a Toro Rosso back then.
I remember 2018 when he bended in the wall in Monaco. I swear to God, that's the time I think that something in him changed after that weekend. and then after that he was just incredible, and after that he was comfortably faster than Ricardo as well. So yeah, something changed that weekend, and for the better.
This track
Something
is
in its
unrealistic. Where's the Joeys?
What was
You're on vacation, mate.
what was Verstappen's lap? I think it was 2 minute flat 0.7, right? Around the mountain at night, from memory. Let me see.
If I can find out where Garlic is right now, I'm gonna stick the drone cam to him. Is that you?
So Verstappen did a 2 minute flat 0.7 in an Audi GT3. There you go.
2027.
There you go. That's what you have to beat.
Wait, what am I beating?
Huh?
What time am I beating?
You have to beat a 2 minute flat 0.7.
Oh, somebody hit the
Bruh.
wall on Forrest's elbow.
Was it Felix?
I would say Josh
I'm not
Mitchell, but
sure.
he's not there yet. So
Are you
on a
still
side
in the
note,
pits?
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Oh, here's Tobe. Everyone's running now.
So how many do we have
Cutting.
running today?
At least 12. 11, sorry, by the looks of it. Probably more. Oh, I'll need to actually be in the Discord to do a race brief. I just realized that.
You're the one that's doing the race briefing, but you're the one who's supposed
Nah.
to race. Oh,
But like, I
yeah.
haven't actually been in a race briefing to actually listen to it for once.
Exactly.
As like, hey, you need to do this, or back of the row realm for you.
So yeah, it's back to racing for you.
At least for this race. I might race at Phillip Island as well, which is round 4, I want to say.
What about Jacob Capello's race?
No,
Have you
yet.
thought about it?
Nah, I haven't thought about it yet. No, sorry, I have. I'm still trying to fiddle with the TC, but I've put my name down to say 100% yes. But I haven't taken up, like, a secured spot yet.
Okay, so you're definitely
So-
going to run.
Yeah.
Alright then,
Unless
which
something
means I'm
unbecoming
going to run
happens.
as well.
Poggers, we can stream it.
And there you are at the camera. You are now being followed by the drone cam.
Oh, good. Time to mess up memories. 2028. That's okay. Ah!
So, obviously you know this track by heart, but what do you think is the fastest possible time in this circuit?
Oh yeah, you can do a 202 flat, I reckon.
Really?
I reckon it's possible. NAF
This
set a
is-
202...
We're talking about
Three?
qualifying pace here, right? What about
Yeah.
race pace?
Race pace is looking probably at like a 207 max. At least from what I can tell, I'm leading in terms of race pace at the moment. I don't think NAF has done race trim yet. At least on the server.
I see. And I remember this track fondly from running the multi-class as well.
Yes. I nearly won here too, actually.
Really.
And I balked the strategy.
It was quite fun with the low powered cars, but when I tried the V8s, the Australian V8s and the GT3 cars, I am never ever going to be good at this racetrack.
The GT3s aren't too bad. It's very setup dependent, but the V8s are just, I mean, they're
They're
huge.
atrocious.
Like, the glorified drift cars, I think is the best way to describe it. And that's nearly a direct quote from Ryan, who, you know, IDDS Pro 2 champion. I think he knows how to make a car go sideways.
Yeah. I think he's been known for that. I think that Ryan guy should do actual drifting.
Thonk.
I was fairly quick, but will you improve is the name of the game.
I work late. Not late, early. NAF's in the 203s at the mo.
Yeah, we can see that on the timing board. Good thing I have a backup. And
I suspect the Z4s are going to be pretty fast around here.
they told me it feels like a boat, but I think it's gonna be dependent on who's driving it, I guess.
It will be driver dependent, I reckon, going down the mountain through the S's in particular. Like that is just like, excuse my French, but who has the biggest balls, really?
Your
But like up
excuse.
the mountain and then down the straight is very setup dependent.
Yep, going down the hill is very crucial. That is true. And
Yeah, you can gain a lot of time there, like a good 8/10.
yeah, you just have to be very brave going down, but
Very brave and maybe a little stupid as well.
That is true because what you're about to hit once you miss your braking corners is freaking concrete walls everywhere.
Oh, yeah. And like going up the mountain, particularly going through the Great towards McPhillamy, you get offline, you're dead. I've done it in practice a couple times. Like you get offline, like let's say half a car length, and you try to do the same thing, you're in the wall. Like this place is unforgiving.
Yeah, that is
That's why I
true.
love it.
It's actually much more difficult than the Nordschleife for me.
I think the Nordschleife's difficulty as I go off on the cutting here, the Nordschleife's difficulty kind of lies in the fact it's just such a big track.
Yeah, and there's
Like
really no turning back once you fucked up.
no, I think it might have been Jackie Stewart that said you're never going to feel like you do a perfect lap around the Nordschleife
Yeah,
because it's just so big and there's just so much room for error, and that's where the difficulty lies. But in Bathurst, it's just like you have maybe 3 foot of wiggle room.
yeah,
That's
but
about it.
the thing is in Bathrust, once you crash, it's very unforgiving compared to the other
Oh, yeah.
tracks.
Like you go offline, dead.
Yeah, there's not.
And
a
I
lot
suspect
of
we're going to
room for
see a lot of
error.
that today, actually.
We might as well, because these cars needs a ton of respect in order for them to be driven around here fast. Even with the GT3, I know they're stable cars, but it's not gonna treat you well if you didn't treat it well.
No, you can't just sort of throw in the corner and expect it to stick.
Exactly, it's never gonna feel like a proper open wheel car.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
she grazed the wall right there. There we are.
That was a bit more of a graze, I'll be honest. That was a good whack.
Really, because it looks like a graze from the drone cam.
I can tell you this much, the steering doesn't think it's a graze.
We're gonna zoom in closer to the car, check if you have any damage at all. As I hit the drone into the into the mountain and
You'll go down the straight and you'll see it.
Oh yeah.
Very slightly,
Yeah.
but it's notable.
So we have a crack window, bumper
That too.
is messed up, and the lights, cracked windshield, and the steering pretty much looks straight on the outside view.
It feels kind of straight. The force feedback is a little wonky at the moment, so it's not strictly straight.
So
I'm
let's.
braking too early then.
What about your setup, Garlic? You run the Porsche with a Logitech livery, so I'm assuming that you're driving with the G29.
No, I'm actually driving with a Thrustmaster.
Oh, really?
Every other peripheral I have is a Logitech.
Oh.
So, if you actually see in the livery of that Porsche, the rear wing sponsors Thrustmaster.
Oh, really? I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
So what base are you using?
I have the T248.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's a newer one.
Yes, the new ones, yeah. And the pedals, you have the stock pedals for it.
Yeah, the stock pedals for it. So it's brake pedal, brake throttle and clutch.
Yeah, so I know all of they're not using load cell, but I know all of them are
No.
using Hall effects, right?
Yes. This one's Hall effect.
So right now you
Um,
have the top spot.
Yeah. I don't think it'll stand because I reckon people are going to start doing quali runs. Naf
Okay.
in particular, I'm expecting him to be pretty quick. And Ballista, we know he's going to sandbag, so I reckon he's probably going to eat 8/10 of that, at least from the race pace. But he's yet to be seen, really.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for the pre-race show. We're about to transition over to the real broadcast of the race.
Very nice. Enjoy the intro that definitely doesn't have the deleted track from the leak at all. No.
It's the freaking intro as well. It's the very first part of the freaking intro.
You should have just like changed the intro just like a little bit and just add like the Australian flag wherever Jetta comes up.
Yeah, I think I can do that next time.
Just plaster it there.
Yeah, just plaster it there. That is true. Well, anyways, good luck for your race, and
Yep.
guess guess we'll be talking about you more so in the commentary booth with Abby.
Excellent. Oh,
So-
so yep.
See you around. Have a good one.
All right, guys. So welcome for round 2 of season 5 here at Artito Racing. As today we will be going around the mountains of Mount Panorama. This is the scene where one of the greatest motorsport events is held, the Bathrust 1000. Today we'll be taking slightly faster cars than the V8 supercars that generally race here around Mount Panorama for two races of 12 laps. The second race, obviously, being a reverse grid. You must be wondering, where is Kindred Garlic? Well, Kenjake, why don't you say what's happening with Kindred Garlic?
Well, at this moment of time, Kindred has, at least for now, hung up his microphone, left it with us, and put on some racing suit to race for today's event.
And let's not forget, he's got good pace.
He's got good pace. He's actually at the moment in the practice session the fastest in the session.
He's one of the 3 favorites. I mean, it's odd having 3 favorites. That just shows how good the competition is finally here at Artito Racing. He's one of the 3 favorites to win this race today, at least the first race.
Well,
so
I'm certainly gonna be rooting for him.
Oh yeah, for sure. One for the team. Hey.
True.
So yeah, Kindred Garlic will be looking to upset the full-time drivers on a part-time entry and try and take. And I mean, even if he doesn't win, even if he gets a sniff of the podium, I think that's going to be incredible, considering he doesn't race.
Yes, that is true. It just goes to show how much talent that guy has.
Yeah.
Both in
Imagine he raced
commentary
high.
and racing.
I would say if he was taking racing more seriously, I would say he would have as much pace on a consistent basis as our 3-time champion. For sure.
Yeah, I won't doubt that in any ways or any form, because
And let's not forget, Ballista and Garlic, the last time we visited at Mount Panorama, had an incredible battle for the win. Obviously, Garlic lost out in the end due to a bad strategy call, but up until that point, it seemed like Garlic did have Ballista's number on the day. So I'm keen to see what's going to happen today. But today, we've got someone named Naf, who's looking to mix it up between those two. And at the moment, I believe he's got the fastest server time with a 2-minute 2.2.
Wow. Almost a 2-minute 2 flat.
Yeah. That is incredible pace. That's almost world record pace, I would say, for GT3s around Mount Panorama. So it's great to see some competition at Artito Racing, isn't it, finally? To see all these different drivers pushing. And the good thing is, there's a bit of there's competition levels for every level of skill. That's what I'd like to say here. We've got people who are just starting out. We've got people who are not very experienced but still pretty decent in the game. Then you've obviously got the guys like Ballista, for example, who are very quick, almost at world record pace. So you've got a bit of everything here. It doesn't matter what your skill level is. Ooh, someone must have hit the wall. I'm not watching the broadcast.
Someone hit the wall badly, and I think he just teleported back to the pits.
Ooh, that's not good.
And Sato hit the wall again at the dipper corner.
Having said that, Mr. Kenjake, you're gonna have to take it over because I'm gonna have to get ready for the brief. So,
well, yeah, we're gonna head on over to the pre-race brief anyway to broadcast that portion. So, yep, take it away, Mr. Race Director.
I will be back.
So, with that in note, you will also be joining them for the driver's briefing, so we can have a glimpse of the professional side of things, the agreements and the rules and regulations when it comes to racing with one another. So we will be hopping on over there. Alright, how's it going, lads?
Silence.
Yeah.
Nobody's going anywhere.
I think everybody's focusing on their laps.
Yeah.
So how's Mount Panorama for you, though?
I mean, the track is nice, but the pace isn't there.
Honestly, it's one of my weaker tracks as well. I remember it from my MX5 days. Very hard to overtake as well. It's not gonna be a forgiving track if we're going to do multi-class. We already know that at this point.
Yeah, at least we're not doing multi-class this time.
That is true.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the nationality or something, but G has like a second on all of the other Ferraris.
Come to think of it, look at where Kindred is.
Yeah,
There's something that they have this morning, I guess.
they have something.
Maybe Tim Tams for breakfast. I don't know.
I should have bought Aussie beef yesterday, not the American one.
The what?
I should have bought the Aussie beef.
Yeah, maybe maybe that would boost you something for today, but yeah. You have to wait. Maybe Josh might be quick as well. He's also Australian.
Yeah, that would definitely prove it.
It's like the equivalent of what you call that in Olympic sports, doping.
I'll be right back. I might have to delay the brief by 5 minutes, guys. I'll be right back.
I'm actually surprised that Sato isn't really. I don't know if that's really his time or not, but I'm also surprised by his pace for today.
It's probably the good old full tank sandbag.
Well, they are notorious for sandbagging. But no, Ballista at the moment is in third place, so I wouldn't really call that
Yeah,
a
still sandbagging.
Really?
Who, Ballista? Ballista
Yeah.
still isn't making it. He's not showing his face. I'm in front of him and he easily catch me, so I believe
You're in
that's
front
wrong.
of him, really? You're at the moment.
No,
in
no,
fifth.
no, I'm at the outlap.
Have you downloaded
Before.
G or GTA yet?
Dude, not again. Tonight again.
glad Ferraris are cheap in this game.
Yeah. They cost nothing.
Yeah, I just needed another one.
You can just teleport back to the pits and have it instantly repaired.
Yeah.
The fastest crew ever to exist.
My goodness, sorry.
Rai is also joining now.
I'll not have to hop off most likely. Someone's trying to fool me on Instagram. Not happening. Alright. My hands are too shaky, help. Mate, I can relate to that. wait till you get to the wait till you get to the end of the race on the last lap. that's when my fingers start shaking. Wait, where are my earphones?
I think the most shaky part of this race will be first lap over Skyline.
Oh yeah,
It's
for
gonna be the
sure.
cutting. Cutting is going to be the scariest part, I'll tell you that.
Roger's here. It's actually a pretty good turnout here today.
Hello, guys.
Alright.
Hello.
There's not gonna be whoever said hello.
I think that was Rogers.
Hey Rogers, what's up? Your
Yeah,
best
I
friend
want-
Kenjake is now a moderator. Believe it or not. Nah, y'all get along well now. I'm just messing about. Alright, attendance check. Who has been a naughty boy? Not here yet. Hobbs here. Sato is here. Good man. Stevie's
No.
here. Alex is here.
Oh yeah.
Felix, I remember seeing.
Garlic is here? What?
Felix. Yeah. Right? G's not here. Oh no, G's here. Mr. Kindred Garlic's here, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. Cat's not here, I believe. Nope. Rogers is here. Ballista's here. Nap's here. Good man. Rice here. Yes, he is. Alright, tentative. Late Fun's not here. Eric never shows up, so it's fine. Oh, there's here and Miko. I've got a few people. We can get this party started. There's not even much to cover there today, so it's fine. Just like generic questions and all that good stuff.
Are you sure about that?
Mate, I'm expecting a very busy post race. So, yeah.
Well,
I'm
yeah, go on.
pretty sure there's going to be a lot of stuff happening this race. Like Nico, Josh Mitchell, Raj. I have to do a thing where if somebody says they're tentative, to please confirm on the day of the race if they can make it or not. Because it's actually like very, not annoying, but difficult to understand if they're going to join or not. So I'm going to have to probably put that out in it. So Lake Bun. Who else? Yeah. Well, Lake Bun said he's not gonna race because he thinks he's gonna crash out. Jeez.
What about Josh?
Yeah, I'm tagging all of them.
Josh should join so that we can have a full, complete
It's
Australian lineup.
I know. It's yeah. Imagine having 3 Australian drivers for the Bathrust race. Yeah, that'd be nice. All right. While we're waiting for those guys, there's not much to cover, guys. So welcome, round 2. Actually, pretty much the same turnout, if not slightly more than Monza, I believe. So nice to have you all here, obviously, as usual. Anyone have any questions from the previous race at Monza? Anything whatsoever. I remember Raj going into the pit lane in the first race. So I know none of you pitted, but just remember, obviously, for the whole season, it's not mandatory pit stops, so you don't have to pit. In terms of any hotspots, what can you guys think of for the race today? which may require a bit of close monitoring in terms of track limits, in general.
Skyline and the
Yeah.
aces. That's
Skyline and
gonna-
the cutting are going to be the two big
I'm
ones.
gonna pull up. I'm very bad with corner names and numbers, so I'm just gonna.
it's the
Pull up
downhill part.
Yeah. Just before the
yeah,
S's.
Yeah, I actually had a feeling about that. I was actually gonna make a point about that when it came to if you're forced off there, what to do. So let me just and Bathurst track map. Alright, Scooby, since you're probably the most active driver on voice chat, which is actually a nice thing, because it's always nice to get driver feedback. What would you say would be a nice, not suggestion, this is a suggestion. What would be a nice suggestion? Let's say you're going side by side into Skyline, into the first of the S's, and somebody forces you off into a cut at the start of the S's, and you have to cut the corner. What's a solution you would say to not gaining a lasting advantage?
That's makes sense. I mean, you can't be side by side at that part.
If let's say if
you
you never know,
can
especially
go,
lap one.
Yeah. Okay. You can go around the outside, go off the track, but you cannot gain the position.
Position, right? Yeah.
Yeah. At least you must behind the car in front of you before
So
the
the way I see it is, if you are ahead and you cut Skyline, okay, if you've got wheel overlap at the turning point and you cut Skyline and you keep the position, I expect you to yield the position because you've technically gained a lasting advantage by doing that. If you're behind at wheel overlap and you cut the first part and you advance your position, I expect you to give the position back. So basically that covers both scenarios if you're ahead and if you're behind. If you get forced off there, that's the thing is, right, if you're forced off of there, what are you going to do there? That's the main question. Because you could argue that if you get forced off of there, you can't really do much. If you gain a lasting advantage, that's due to, you're trying to avoid an incident, for example. So that's the question I have. Are we still going to make it a rule where if you get forced off there and you gain a lasting advantage, you're expected to give it back at some point before the end of the lap?
At the back straight, I believe.
Yeah, the back straight, right? Up to
after the
chase.
elbow. After the forest elbow, you can give it back.
Okay. Alright, long story short then, guys, whoever cuts the first part of the S's, I expect to, because it's not AstroTurf there, it's fault. He can actually gain a lot of time. Just try and give the position back if you gain a lasting advantage just before the chase, long straight before the chase. Like I said, very bad with corner names and numbers. Anything else I can think of? I think the first lap is going to be quite hectic. It's a very narrow track. This track will also have a bit of a skill gap between people who play a lot and people who don't play a lot, because this is a track you require a lot of practice. So, especially for the reverse grid race, keep it clean. But then again, we've got new wheel-to-wheel rules, obviously, so I'm not going to over-penalize someone. Remember, you can take matters into your own hands and just give up the position if you do something which isn't within the rules, as long as you don't give the other. So, yes, please do that. Anything else? Patience, obviously.
Patient at the left one, because especially at the bend. The third,
I would definitely say not just lap one. I would say definitely the whole race. You guys will be surprised. Like I don't know how many of you watched the Bathrust 1000, but a lot of the time, a race at Bathrust is all about survival. So as long as you can just keep your nose clean, you might not win the race, but you can get a very good chunk of points. So just keep your nose clean. That's all I ask of you guys.
Oh yeah, quick question.
I'll come back to you really quick. And look, it's racing. You can go for moves, but obviously just make sure that they are calculated risk. They're a calculated risk overtake. It's not like you just launch it up the inside. Yes, go.
Because I'm a guest driver today, does that mean I score points or no?
Yeah, you will.
You will score
you will.
points.
Yeah, it's just It would be funny if you. It's not gonna happen.
That was my thought. Is the thing? It's like if I mess up the championship race between Ballista or NAF, I'm not gonna hear the end of it.
Well, look, on the bright side, if it does happen, it's round 2. There'll be 8 rounds left still to make up if somebody loses out points. So it's fine. It's not the end of the world. When you have a mistake or an incident at the last part of the season, that's when it gets worse because you don't have as many races to make up points. So don't worry about it, man. You never know. You never know with this championship. Raj can still find a way, and yeah, so much can. So.
Alright, Naf, to make it fair, you sit behind me.
that's one way of looking at it. Just sit behind me. All right, and what are you gonna do? Let Blister run away with the race?
Nah, he'll be behind Naf.
He's cocky.
The trash talk has started, boys. The trash talk. Well, remember, Garlic. There's no mandatory pit stops this race, eh?
That is
Bit of a
true.
reference. Remember that from the previous seasons we did. I actually remember watching that race. I hopped up towards the end because I was like, oh, Garlic's gonna win this race, no problem. I come back and I see you've lost. I'm like, how have you managed to do that? And then you said you went into the pit lane. You had your Ferrari moment. And then at that point, I'm like, dude. Anyways, that was 2 seasons ago, I believe. So,
Same track as well.
yeah. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much the brief. Like I said, great track.
Hold
I
on.
mean, I would have
Thomas raised
preferred,
something.
I would have preferred it to be Jeddah, but we don't talk about that.
Tob has mentioned to me a while ago privately that there must be something going on with the Australians because they are the fastest guys out there, even on the Ferrari. So there must be a doping or something going on.
Dude, G and I are just good. Cope.
Yeah, good time to bring it up. Look, we may have to put qualifying for a few minutes, but okay, let's bring this up now then. So, how many... Okay, I'm going to open a poll here, okay? How many of you want... The BMW, if it does get a ballast, it's not going to get any more than 10 or 15 kilos. That's a given, okay? Anything more than that's an overkill. So I'm going to open up a vote here, and then we'll see what happens if democracy wins. So whoever has whichever...
Personally, I reckon get rid of the ballast.
Sorry?
Personally, I reckon get rid of the ballast with the Ferraris this race.
So you would say
Yep.
You would say give the Z4 ballast anyway. What car are you driving? You're driving the Z4.
I'm driving the Z4, yeah. I say the Ferrari should just get no ballast, we call it that.
The Z, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
still
if
gonna open up a vote really. Yes?
If Cat's saying I feel the Ferrari struggles a lot with the downhill braking, so yeah, that's got to be weight. Like, there's no other way to go around that.
Okay, how much ballast are we saying? Since you're pretty much my right-hand man.
I say
how much
0.
ballast are we saying?
I say no ballast period for any of the cars.
I'd say
Oh, so
5.
you mean... Oh, so you're saying bring the Ferrari ballast down to 0? Is that what you're
Yes.
suggesting?
Yes.
I'd say 5.
I
How
can't
many
stand
Ferrari
it.
drivers do we have?
Don't bring
How many Ferrari drivers?
ballast.
How many Ferrari drivers do we have?
1, 2,
Quite a few, I'd
3,
say.
4, 5,
Five drive.
Well,
Yeah.
G, yeah. I mean, yeah.
6. Apollo.
G, Cat.
Raj,
Yeah, if I
G's,
don't know. I can ask TK, but TK will not get back in time. I'm just quickly gonna open up a void and see what you guys do. How much is the Ferrari ballast again? 15, right?
15.
Yeah, 15.
Yep.
Right. I'm gonna open up a democratic vote, and you guys can vote. It's on general chat.
Considering the Ferrari drivers are a majority,
Are they?
yes, at least in the sign-ups.
Yeah,
Most of the sign-ups are Ferraris.
Not
Of
in
course,
this race,
Psyche would vote Ferrari ballast. Of course
5
he
out of
would.
14. Like,
Yeah, easily. Alright, who's gonna log in as admin? Me? Or
You.
I mean,
You.
Garlic can, right?
I'm
Garlic
already
is
logged
not
in.
admin. Oh, you're logged in? Alright,
Alright,
just,
Yeah, I
use
can
just
just-
use the command to bring it down to 0 then. Or the
Okay.
Ferrari command.
I'll reset Wally
okay.
after I.
Yep.
Yes, please.
I'll try
Reset
it.
it. We can start it at 5 past the hour. That's pretty much gonna be it for me. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, Top, Scooby, Rogers, anyone, Garlic, any other one for the race?
no, just be careful of stricken cars, because you'll probably see that going up the mountain.
Alright, guys, go out, enjoy, and I'll see you all next week. And we can all, any questions post race, just feel free to join the call. Alright, see you guys.
Cool, good luck, have fun.
Yep, alright, off the broadcast.
Luck, guys. So there it was. The
All
race briefing.
That was a bit of a longer briefing than I was expecting, but all right. So here we are, round 2, and how are we feeling for this race? I can begin to describe to you how excited I am. I'm salty. It's not that I'm not salty. I'm gonna pretend I'm not salty for the whole commentary. I would have preferred to be in Saudi Arabia right now, as much as I don't want to play it. I would rather be there right now at Jeddah rather than Bathurst, but we're at Bathurst. If there's one track I would have replaced Jeddah with, it would probably have been Mount Bathrust.
If I was to replace it, I would have picked
Istanbul Park. Actually, think about it. It's an Asian European Championship, and we've not Istanbul Park. It's hard.
Did you just say it's
You can't tell me that Istanbul Park isn't a great track.
It's a great track, but it isn't in Asia.
Oh yeah, Turkey's a part of Europe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice geography knowledge, and people have to wonder how am I a pilot. Anyways, we don't talk about that. I paid off all my instructors. That's not a pilot, ladies and gentlemen. All right, do you want to load up the screen and
Yeah,
see what's happening?
I will be putting on now.
Submission. Somebody submitted something. 149.8. Wait, is this guy? Sorry,
I think it's JX.
No, that's somebody else. Take it away for a bit.
Well, so we're now transitioning into the quali. So there's still a null in the action since we're still waiting for them, or we're waiting for the server to reset into the qualifying portion, but it's taking quite a while. There it is. There we are. We're now in qualifying. So everybody starts to head off now to start their qualifying lap. Unfortunately for us, I do not have the tower ready. So let me just quickly...
So, sorry, I was just welcoming the new driver. Join the show. So,
yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm just resetting this stuff.
Sort out his camera. I'll take it away for a bit. So yes, the qualifying has been delayed by 5 minutes, and as the drivers were discussing about a potential nerfing of or parity between the Ferrari and the BMW class this weekend, as it was felt like the Ferrari ballast was severely hampering it.
So it's not really, you're not really nerfing it then. You're buffing it.
We're bringing it closer in terms of parity. And what we've done is we've taken away the Ferrari BOP for this after suggestion with multiple drivers, and this race then, in terms of Ferrari having a pace compared to what they had at the start of the server, now all of a sudden G's become a factor. Let's not forget, he was right there with the top 3, and now with the Ferrari not having any ballast, we can have a nice four-way fight here, and don't count out Raj. Like I said, he can bring up a little bit of a surprise this weekend as well.
That is true.
So, yeah, the qualifying should be beginning very shortly. Obviously, we're still waiting for the broadcast screen to pop up. And while we wait for the broadcast screen to pop up, yes, so we did choose to replace Jeddah with Bathurst this weekend, as it was found out that Jeddah was having significantly low FPS from Sector 1, which is I personally experienced as well. That was the main reason why. So, was season 2? What season was the season you did? The next one, like season 2 or 3? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Sorry,
was season 2.
We can't really hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
What season was the multi-class? I believe it was season 2.
It's season 2, yes. It is season 2.
Yes. So, yes, this is the first time we've been here since season 2.
Yep.
So, yeah. Like I said in the pre-race briefing, that weekend it was Ballista and Hindred Garlic going for the win.
today, I have a feeling it's going to be those two, but like I said, Nat's going to have a say in that as well. So, and honest, I don't know, Kendrick, I don't know how you feel. I have no idea who's going to win either of the two races this
Oh,
afternoon.
yeah, well, this is going to be difficult now. Now that we have Kindred in the mix.
Absolutely, and let's not forget, reverse grid races here are going to be absolute chaos. That's one of the hotspots they're going through now, the first part of the SS. So a lot of the briefing was concentrated on that as well as to how... wait, why is the qualifying showing 6 minutes? Was it restarted by any chance or no?
I don't know, honestly, but I guess that's only good for 3 laps or 2 laps.
Is that going to be enough?
That is going to be enough if you don't crash, but I don't know why it's only 6 minutes.
Take it away, I'm going to go restart it.
I don't think you should though.
But I already ordered for it to be restarted at 5 past the hour because when we ran into the briefing a bit late. Yeah.
Bob restarted the server, he said. Right?
I think it did. Oh well, it's level playing field for everyone, so it is what it is. So Raj there, showing off the pace of the Ferrari straight away. 203 dead on his first lap. So we will let the server run as it is. We don't want to interfere with any of the laps that may be happening at the moment. Kindred Garlic has slotted in nicely in second place with 203.3,
right
and
now.
here he is. Here he is, our commentary leader. He's not here in the booth, and I kind of miss him. So I'm gonna have to do a good job trying to make sure that me and Kendrick actually both have to make
Oh my
do a
god,
good
please,
job,
no.
carry his
Oh,
carry
somebody
his load.
said
Oh,
the white.
somebody.
It was Rai.
It was right, yeah. I thought for a second after listening. Scenery and absolutely incredible. As Garlic goes up the hill, let's not forget this is Garlic's home race. His
That is
actual
true.
home is not many kilometers away from this racetrack, so Kindred Garlic here will be looking to do one for the home fans, the virtual home fans, because we don't even know about our existence. So yeah, obviously a lot of the briefing was also, like you see, we were covering the first one of the assists. So what sort of where would the drivers choose to give up any lasting advantage that they may gain through that part? And it was decided uniformly between the drivers that the straight that the Conrod straight is, I believe, is what it's called. We're coming up to now on the run of chase is where anyone who gains lasting advantage is expected to give it back. So Ballista's gone fastest with a 2-minute 2.2. That's a good lap time from the Japanese driver. However, we go on board with Naf and see what sort of pace he's showing in his car.
Why at the moment?
Are we on board? Here we are on board with Naf. He's on an out lap, so why don't I mean, Garlic's already done a hot lap tour, but why don't I try it? Obviously, I want to as well as him. So let's see what these cars are capable of in qualifying trim with the fuel given turned down. What are these cars capable of? So here we go. So Naf here just trying to size up the start of the lap, so he'll take a nice wide turn, get as much of the green exit as possible, and as he begins his hot lap. So down to turn 1, you would want to brake just around the 100-meter marker, maybe a bit later, bring it down to the second gear, hug the inside, and then use curbing on the outside to get a nice run up the mountain straight. It's very important to get a good exit out of turn 1, because you can carry that momentum all the way down the mountain straight as you go over the dipper and into the quarry bend. Yes, right hander. You wanna. He's gone a bit wide there. Oh, very wide. So wait for a proper lap from Naf to do the commentary at the moment, but he's not gonna have much time here. He's probably gonna get time just to do one more lap. So yeah, not an ideal start for Naf. And yeah, the pressure's really on now because he's one of the favorites to win today. So yeah, he needs to make this lap count. Kindred Garlic is currently on a 2-minute 3.0, and he's currently in the lane. So I don't know what the deal is there. He's coming out of the pits now, and Raj is coming out of the pits. So they're gonna have to have a very fast lap here to make sure they
this is gonna be much more hectic compared to the other tracks once you're
Yeah,
starting
and
it
there's
out
gonna be
very
there's
late.
yeah, it's a very long outlap yet, and yeah, they're gonna have to back off as well because look how close Garlic is to the cars in front of him. They're all gonna start backing off. I wouldn't be at all surprised if some people here start missing the checkered flag at the
Yeah.
end of qualifying.
I feel like this will end up what happened in Monza in 2021 or
Yeah,
2020.
or
Rather.
19, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I
19.
don't remember it.
19, yeah, but that was drivers playing chicken, not trying to give each other a swing. This is a bit different. This is just them miscalculating. Oh,
Someone's hit the wall, but I guess it's just from the internet, but I don't know. Okay, NAF at the moment has done a 2-minute 2 as well to 2:02.7.
2027, that's pretty quick from NAF. Sorry, I had to hop off for a bit there. So let's stay on board with Kindred Garlic here. Let's go on board with the Australian because he's gonna have to put in a pretty good lap. I wouldn't put it past him to do a I wouldn't put it past him a 2-minute 2.7. But with the amount of pressure that comes last and flying lap, yeah, especially when you're out of position to expect it to be. Yeah, he's gonna have to pull out all the stops here. But Kindred Garlic knows this track by the back of his hand, and yeah, let's see what he can do. He's going to have 30 seconds. He has adequate time. He can back and build himself a bit of breathing room to the. So let's see what he chooses to do. He's not choosing to. Interesting that with Kindred Garlic. So he will now begin his hot lap here in Mount Panorama down the pit straight, and he's going to approach turn 1, Helps corner at about 56. Again, he brakes just about 70 meters, hits the apex, and then let's take right up the hill to the mountain straight. He's going to have a brilliant reference in the form of a Ferrari, who it exactly is at the moment. So he goes up the mountain straight, and he's going to go into Griffith's Bend as the view has been walking. Okay, and we've lost broadcast. And here we go. We're back again. So with the GT3 cars, this part of the cutting should be flat out as Garlic needs to run nicely as he gets on the throttle less attractive to control the its thing. And yep, now he goes up the hill, so he's going to take the car right to the right hand side, let the car run out wide, and then hit the curve on the left hand side. You want to let the car run out as wide as possible to just open up the exit. Oh my god, really showing it now. Up into Skyline, he's going to now approach the S's. So yeah, this is where you can make up a lot of time if you're willing to be brave on the brakes and the turning point. So he brings it down the S's, head into Dipper, and yeah, Kindred Garlic seems to be gaining a lot on the frame of him.
Yeah, he's really using all the width of the track at the moment.
Yeah, he's maximizing and he's closing it on top load, and he can shoot. We have no reference, obviously, of what his lap time is at the moment. So now he goes down the conduit straight towards the chase, and honestly, this might be the best corner in Australian motorsport, the chase. He's going to throw that car in, try and use that entry point to open up the chase, and he's going to brake just around 150 meters. He's going to bring it down to about second gear as he goes through the chase, and now only one more corner separates him between him and a potential pole position or a front row start, as he's going to brake just after the 100-meter board, and he's going to bring it down Murray's corner to the start finish line. Where is this going to put the hometown hero, and the Australian is going to put him third.
Wow, great
Pretty good
effort
lap.
from Kindred.
Pretty good lap considering he had so much pressure on that last lap. Slushy Cat has gone into 5th place. Great showing from her to put her Ferrari into the top 5. Raj is in 4th. I have a feeling Kindred is going to be a bit disappointed with that, because I have a feeling that he thought he would be close to pole position, but he did not do himself any favors there by just doing one run at the end. So I don't know if that was a miscalculation on his part, but 3rd place, not a bad place to start. And
Not a
we've got
bad
the
place to start, indeed.
And we've got the 2 championship rivals starting 1-2.
So this is going to be a great mix-up for the top 3 drivers at the moment.
Absolutely. So we've got the 2 championship protagonists in Ballista and NAF running 1st and 2nd. Kindred Garlic starting in nicely, about 2 tenths behind NAF. Raj in 4th place, once again, great showing from the Indian driver. And Sassy Cat in 5th place, great showing for her. He's outqualified Scooby by 100th of a second. So Scooby with Rogers in 7th place, Tobolope in 8, G and 9. That's a bit disappointing, G, honestly. I would have thought G would have been a bit higher than that.
And for
So-
Tob as well, honestly.
Yeah, well, yeah, but G's had good pace all weekend, so I don't know. Maybe it was a matter of just not hooking the lap up, or a bit of miscalculation with the time. Felix in 10th, Sato in 11th. It's weird to see Sato so far down the order, and we're now going into the race. So.
I mean, I had a feeling that that what you can say, they're still not used to the changes on the 458.
Absolutely. So here we go, guys. Here we are at Bathurst. Round 2, race 1 is about to get underway very shortly.
My God.
The championship leader going for his 4th championship is on pole position. He's going to have Naf alongside him. And it's go at the mountains. Melissa gets a great, but look at Raj with an absolute storming start. Naf has really not had the best start there. Kindred Garlic is going to start trying to Raj around the inside.
Somebody's on the grass.
Somebody's on the grass there. I don't know who is on the grass, but it looks to me like it's a BMW. But yeah, someone's on the grass there, which is not ideal. Kindred Garlic seems to have passed Raj there, and he's going to try and slot in nicely. Will Raj risk it down the inside? No, Kindred Garlic covers that off nicely. So Ballista with pretty much the ideal start. Was that Nav? No, Nav's in 5th. So yeah, Nav's not had a great start here, but Kindred Garlic now will set after Ballista and look to make amends.
He's getting
is he
close
going-
now. He's
Oh my
being
god!
aggressive in the
Yeah,
first.
Ballista is struggling. I think he got that corner a bit wrong, and Kindred Garlic is going to be all over him. This is
Yeah, he's
shades of the
flashing him as well.
multi-class.
I just saw
Yeah.
him flash Ballista.
Yep, this is shades of the GT4 race here a few seasons ago. So Ballista will lead them into the S's for the first time of the lap, and Kindred Garlic seems to have lost a bit of time up the hill. But yeah, Ballista now just gonna have to try and get into a rhythm, and Kindred Garlic, they're gonna have to all get into a bit of a rhythm here just to make sure they don't overdrive the car, because the last place you want to overdrive the car is a racetrack like Bathurst where the walls are so close. One mistake and it's race over. So Naf has found a way past Slushy Cat into 4th place, so Naf is now gonna set after Raj in 3rd. So yeah, not an ideal start, and Kindred Garlic at the moment is taking crucial championship points away from Naf. Obviously, long way to go. We're not even at the end of lap 1. So, yeah, as Kindred Garlic now on board with him, as G seems to have lost the position at the start. Great showing from Alex Drew once again in 9th place, just keeping his nose clean. And like I was saying in qualifying, it's weird to see Sato so far down the order.
That is
It's
true.
probably it's probably down to the fact that he's not had as much practice as at the end of lap 1. Ballista's lead over Kindred Garlic is 7/10 of a second, and we've got a great battle here for 13th place. We've got Apollo, new racer for us.
Scooby's in the pits.
Oh, Scooby's in the pit lane.
Oh, he's well
And-
damaged. Wow.
Yeah, I think it was a BMW that ran wide at the start, which you picked nicely, so it must have been Scooby, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So, yeah, wow.
Yeah, very unfortunate start for Scooby right there. As
Yeah.
it's not the ideal way to start the race.
So, as we see Alex Dew now just hounding away at G. So G seems to have, I don't know if it's a confidence thing, with the ballast gone, is he not as confident in the car? I don't know what it is, but for some reason, something just doesn't seem to be clicking with G, who I honestly thought was one of the favorites for this race.
Snaf is trying to get back
As-
to 3rd place
Oh,
with Raj.
let's just stay on board with this battle. Is he gonna go for the move into the S's? No, he thinks better. So Raj will just cover the middle of the racetrack and stay on board with this camera angle to see what Naf is doing. If he wants to have any chance at winning this race, Kindred Garlic has gained 2/10 down the hill. We'll come back to that battle very shortly, but it seems to be at the moment that Naf has a bigger pace advantage than Garlic. Oh, and he tags
Just hit
the
the
wall.
wall, yeah.
Oh yeah, and you can see the windshield's a bit cracked up there as well. So Naf, I don't know how much damage he has at the moment, but that's going to buy Raj a bit of breathing space. You can see that GT3 power and top end speed coming back nicely as Naf will then now bring it into the chase. He's going to have to try and close up the gap as much as possible, so he can probably have a run up mountain straight if he can, but
he did not do himself any favor by hitting that ball on the outside. As you can see, Ballista and Kindred Garlic now starting to run away a bit with this race at the moment. As we've got Tobolo here once again, just keeping his nose clean, trying to set up a move here on Rogers, the Swiss driver, in P6 in the BMW, in the Mercedes. So I believe Rogers is one of the only drivers that's running the Mercedes this season, isn't he?
Yeah.
Still getting used to what cars everybody's running because it is only round 2.
As Alex takes over in G. Wow.
Yeah. So Josh Mitchell will join us for the second race, I believe. So he told me just he's overslept. So.
But still, Kindred and Ballista still
yeah.
well alongside each other. That's on the third
This
lap.
is why this is the shades. This is the shades of a few seasons ago, honestly, isn't it?
That is, yeah, indeed it is.
Just
So,
makes you
Kindred is really
wonder.
a man on a mission at this point.
He's flashing. He's not done with the
he's
mind
not
games
done,
yet.
yeah.
He doesn't care. He wants this W. So I don't know about you, kid. I don't know. As much as I like this and I want Kindred to just both title, I want Kindred Garlic to win this race. One for the commentator.
Obviously, I want that to happen as well, but he hits
Oh,
the hard on
no!
the S's.
He's got a big gap in the cars behind him.
Yeah, but this is gonna be much more tougher to manage. He hits the wall hard. He was sent flying to the other wall as well.
Seemed to me like he just slid off. He just lost grip on the entry of the corner. It seemed like, yeah, he just
Yeah, he might have been running a bit too hot through the S's.
Yeah, he did. So he's got a big gap in that behind at the moment. 3 seconds. Obviously, it's a question of damage he
Right
does.
now, Rogers is now going to overtake Slushy Cat.
Yeah,
and
he's
Conrad
gonna
straight.
he's gonna definitely use that Mercedes straight line speed to just power past the Ferrari. That Mercedes straight line speed is absolutely incredible. As Topolov will now obviously slot in nicely. Slushy Cat thinks about having down the inside.
Oh, is ever
And
getting
she's run
closer.
she's run out of racetrack there on the outside, and that's gonna open up the opportunity here for Topolov. So can Topolov now try and find the gap to sneak past, and Slushy Cat's obviously missed the apex there. That's gonna invite top even because Kindred Garlic's gone into the pit lane, so he's probably got a lot of damage there, and you have to wonder if he's retiring from the race or he's just gonna pit and come back out on the track. Regardless, that's heartbreaking. If he's gonna listen to the commentary to the race just before the accident, he's probably not gonna talk to me ever again. Because I feel like I put the commentator's curse on him. But anyways, yeah, that's disappointing for me.
Well, that's not a great start for both for Scooby and Kendrick at this point. Lakeman has now disconnected and is now DNF.
Yeah, and Sashi Cat's going for a move there.
Yeah,
oh, whoa. Calm down there. That's not a overtaking position, but that's just going to open up the door more for Tobolo. So, is that just a bit of poor racecraft or what? I don't know, because that's just brought Tobolo even closer into the battle here. So, at the moment, Melissa's got, look at that gap he has on that. Wow.
Yeah, 6.97
Really
seconds now.
Kindred Garlic come back out of the pit lane. So great to see him back out on the racetrack to finish the first race. And honestly, is Kindred being smart here? Is he trying to get a strategic pole position for the reverse grid race?
He might. I think it's an accident if he did. It's not.
Yeah, but he didn't have to necessarily pit though. He's thinking, well, I'm not in this championship fight. I'm not a full-time driver. Why don't I just try and secure myself a front row start for the reverse grid race?
It might have been.
He's got a bit of clean air, obviously, to get his eye in, to make sure that he still stays up warm with the track. Yeah, might be a bit of a strategic play there from him. So I love a good strategic play, as you know. Stobolo, yeah, just hounding away. Yeah, such a cat obviously she seems to miss again. So yeah, Stobolo.
He might take for a move here now.
Yeah, he's gonna try to go for a move.
Around the outside, maybe not yet.
He went. No. Can we go on board with top line? Just really quickly, just to see what's happening. So, can we go on board with Tobolo? So it's a bit easier to see what's
What? Tobolo?
on board. Yeah, let's go on board with the Norwegian driver. Here we go. Now we've got a better view of his Ferrari teammate in front. And we've got another Ferrari in front of him. So it's a bit of a Ferrari battle here.
Yeah, there's a three-way battle right now.
Who's
for
gonna
the
be
Ferraris.
who's gonna be the top Ferrari in this race? At the moment, it seems to be Raj has the track position.
Slushy Cat seems to be a bit faster at this point in the race. Having said that, though, Raj is doing quite well, and Tobolo, I believe, doesn't have.
Oh,
as
he
much
missed the
pace.
apex.
Having said that, you mean she's missed the apex?
She's missed the apex.
Hendrik is gonna take years to get it to the goals in racing once again, ladies and gentlemen. So don't mind Hendrik whatsoever. Yes, I know it's weird, but the Thai driver, he can refer to her if that makes your life a bit easier. Currently, is holding Norwegian. Oh, as he's dipped it at the top there, and that's gonna affect his grip down the hill because he's gonna have Thai.
He's slipping, yeah.
Yeah, he's got not as much grip in those tires now, so yeah, he's gonna lose a bit of time. But Raj at this point in the race is struggling to.
Oh, there might be something brewing up in front of them as well.
Yeah, I think Slushy Cat saw a little gap there.
It's now a battle for third place. Rogers is in third place.
Yeah, Rogers is in third place, so.
Nap as well. Rogers took second place from Nap.
Oh, Nap's got trouble. Has Nap? Nap must have trouble. He must have hit the wall or something when we were following on board with Buffalo. Oh my god. Rogers is in second.
Yeah, Rogers is in second indeed.
Oh my god. And while we're saying that, Ballista's out there doing 2 minute threes. Incredible pace, and once again, it seems like all of Ballista's
Rogers
rivals
backing off as well. He has damage.
Oh my god, and Slushy Cat is in 4th place. She's just keeping a nose clean, and look at this. He's up in 4th.
Yes, that is true. She, because of her patience of driving, it really paid out for her.
Yeah, good racecraft here from the Thai driver. Let's not forget, this is her 3rd proper league race, if you include the reverse grid race from the previous race. Hold that thought. Here we go. Tobolo, can he send one? Oh, he's gonna have Nap on the inside. He can't outbreak Raj there. But Nap is gonna force Raj slightly wide, and he's gonna open up the door for Tobolo. And if Tobolo can keep it around the outside of the cup, he should have. Is he gonna go for a double overtake up
he's
the
getting
hill?
squeezed.
He's stacked up the hill. Nap can't really do much here either, because yeah, he's in a difficult position. He can't really move out of the way because it's all one line through here, and he's got a lot of damage in that Z4. So as he tags the wall again,
it's not an ideal position for Tob. We might as well get the move done right now.
Tob's gonna send one down the inside for Tobolo. The experience and the wise head now back into 4th place, just patience. And he's gonna now try setting after Slushy Cat. Slushy Cat and Rogers seem to be fighting for 2nd place in this race, and Tobolo will try and join that battle. So Raj is trying to find a way up past Nap now once again, and he has. So yeah, wow.
Felix as well is on the mix. The sole Singaporean driver. Oh, and Nap hits the wall again at the start of the Conrod Straight.
Yeah, he hit the walls. So yeah, not doing well. Not doing himself any favors in his championship with Ballista. He's going to end up losing a lot of points. The only silver lining in all of this is he will have a bet. I don't know if you want to start mid-pack though. At this point, he's going to start mid-pack for the reverse grid race. So yeah, I don't know if I want to ever start mid-pack. I would rather start at the back or at the front for reverse.
Yeah, at this point, I would have pit and just yielded to the black and orange flag.
Rogers seemed to have good pace. He's doing 2 minute fours this race for race pace. So Rogers is doing quite well, flying the flag high for the Mercedes car. But he's the only Mercedes driver, I believe. So yeah, it's all Mercedes car this season. What has Felix in?
It's not
Felix is it?
I mean, ideally the Mercedes-Benz isn't gonna do you any favors on the
I think Late Fun's in the Mercedes as well, isn't he?
I will check. Oh,
yeah,
wait,
he is.
Not here.
He's a Mercedes Serie Racing, yeah. So at the moment, Rogers is obviously the only Mercedes in this race. He's the second Mercedes in road. He's the first Mercedes. Second Mercedes in the DNF. So yeah. As we've just passed the halfway point for the race, geez, a lap here takes a long time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It's a big track. It's a long track.
Yeah, so Felix now, Raj seems to have really dropped off. I wonder if they set up...
Oh, wait, Felix has dipped to the grass.
Oh, he's done well to save that car though, but he's gonna suffer from a loss of down the SS, so not ideal for the Singaporean driver. as late
And
fun.
Sato is gonna is gonna go for the move for Raj
Yeah,
there.
Sato. Look at Sato in 6th place. Yeah, keeping his nose clean. Like I said, you don't want to be mid-pack. You can just pick up the pieces. And look at 3th place Sato, just demonstrating that firsthand. As Slushy Cat, look at that. She's only 1.3 seconds behind Rogers at the moment. Yeah, wonder if she can end up getting P2 in this race. That'd be a great showing for her.
Yeah, that would be an incredible outing for her.
Absolutely. Seems like Apollo has lost a bit of with Kindred College. But Kindred College did go in the pit lane, so I wonder if he had a bit of issue there. It's his first league race with us today as well, and yeah. So as the race starts to settle down and take shape, Roger seemed to have lost a bit of pace that lap. He did a 2-minute 4 prior to that, and he's now just done a 2:06. So I wonder if it's the tires, we had a bit of a moment, or it's a mixture of both. But at the moment, at least on that last lap, Sashika was slightly. So the Thai driver will try and close up on the Swiss driver. It's great to see so much diversity here, isn't it? But people from all, yeah. Obviously, we've not got Raven racing with us. Raven's America. We've got people from Asia, Australia. We've got Rohe, who's the islands. Yeah, we've got a great group of people here.
We're really quite diverse, if you ask me.
Absolutely. So, whatever happens, whoever ends up getting second out of these two, they will. Ooh, here we go. Got a bit of a battle here with Kindred College and Scooby. I believe
No, it's Ryan and Scooby.
Yeah, I think Rye's just gonna let Scooby go. Scooby's got so much pace, and Rye probably just wants to solidify himself.
Oh, and Rye hits the wall.
Oh.
Rye hits the wall, and
Should I just stop commentating? I'm putting the commentators first on everybody today.
No, stay, please.
Oh my god! I first put it on Garlic, and now put it on Rye. So who's gonna be a third one? I wonder.
That will depend on you.
Yeah.
And
let's go on board with Ballista, shall we?
Tobal made the move on Slushy Cat now, yeah.
Oh, she must have had a bit of a moment there as Tobalo finds her way past Slushy Cat.
The battle's still not over yet, though.
Yeah, she's gonna try to go for a move here into the chase. Will she launch one to the inside? No. Tobalo smartly positions that car in the middle of the track, so nowhere for Slushy Cat to place her car where Top's car is placed, so Pablo will hold on to 3rd place. And tell you what though, apart from Ballista winning the race, I did not see 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th playing out the way they are.
Right, it's the wall again in Forest Elbow, and Kindred is in 9th place.
Who's gonna get strategic pole position for this race?
Well, at the moment, it's looking like Alex.
Yeah, Alex, Jew, and Apollo with them. Oh, so yeah. But yeah, like I was saying just before that, we did not see this top 3 panning out. Top 5, actually. If you exclude Ballista out of that, yeah. Rogers, Tobalope, Slushy, Phoenix in the top 5. Yeah, that's quite something. And we've still got a reverse grid race to come, my man.
Yeah, exactly.
So as the race obviously starts taking shape, we're going to have 3 laps to go at the end of this one. Ballista out front by 17.5 seconds. His nearest rivals obviously have run into issues on their own. And once again, the experience, the pace, and just overall the complacency that comes with being a 3-time champion just showing through here at the mountains in the first race. And he's going to pick up a nice load of 25 points. And if he doesn't get 25 points after this race, I know what's going to happen. It will be my fault.
Felix having a moment.
As Felix is having a bit of a moment here. And Sato, after that horrendous showing in qualifying, trying to get a top 5. And if he can end up getting a top 5 after that qualifying he had, this will be incredible. As Josh Mitchell has joined. Hey!
The Australian lineup is now complete then.
Yep, we've got 3 Australian drivers now in this race. So Josh Mitchell, I wonder what position he will start. Hold that thought. Here we go. Sato trying to go for a move on Felix. Look at that straight timepiece. That's incredible. And Felix trying to...
Oh, Felix still not over yet.
Yeah, but I think he may overshoot that.
Oh.
Yep, he has.
He's not yielding. Sato is on sideways. Gets
Yep,
the car
but
under
Sato
control.
keeps that position. Good car control. Great racing there. Yeah. And Sato now slots up into
Oh,
third
he hits
place.
the back of
Oh,
Sato as
Felix
well.
is a little bit of a bump
He's
there.
missing his breaking points everywhere.
Yeah, Felix having a bit of a moment there. Yeah, wow. Sato now into fifth place. Like I said, great. Fifth place Sato to find himself up in fifth place. I believe he started now 15th in the first race, I think. So, yeah, good showing.
Great outing for Tobalov as well. He's still maintaining the third place from Slushy Cat and has built up a gap between the both of them.
Yeah. Absolutely. As Kindred Garlic, look at that place. 2 minute streak. Oh, it's a question of what may have been, isn't it, without that mistake? So, hopefully in the reverse grid race, we can see Kindred doing a bit better. I will not say anything during the race about Kindred
He's
Garlic.
keeping his head down at the moment.
He's keeping his head down. Is somebody going to pit? If I was Kindred Garlic on the way down, I would try and pit at the end of this lap to get a strategic pole position for this race. Would you? As Jeet has a bit of a moment there. Up the hill.
If he wants to take the win or a potential win for the next race, I might have. But if I'm just trying to have fun out there,
Well, think of it this way.
Continue.
Well, think of it this way. Kindred Garlic has got as much pace as Ballista this race. The fastest lap doesn't lie. And at the moment, Ballista's going to start the reverse grid race from the back because he's winning the race. If Kindred Garlic starts in first with the pace he has over Ballista versus Ballista, while Ballista starts at the... Yeah, you see Ballista sort of doing 3.4, which is Kindred Garlic on his previous lap with damage, I believe. We may have that damage repaired. Surely a slam dunk advantage for Kindred Garlic, provided he can get the start nailed.
Yes, that is true. I mean,
but we will see.
At this moment of time, he doesn't even need to prove himself out there, so might as well take the dub on the next race. The potential dub.
Yep. So Rogers obviously now 2 minutes 4. Slushy Cat now stopping. It's hard. These drivers are doing, apart from Ballista, everybody else is struggling with consistency this race. They're like 2 seconds off some laps compared to their best.
Now
hounding away here.
Felix.
Yeah, Felix. So Felix will try to use that BMW straight line speed down Johnson straight to try and keep G behind as he goes defensive. He's weaving around a bit.
Yeah, that's already 2 moves there.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to pick a line, and he does, and G will.
He's trying to squeeze out G.
Yeah, but he's left enough space there, but G will run a race around the side. So Felix has done well to just hold P6 for now. As the race starts to take shape. Scooby-Doo as well, not having a breakfast. Yeah, everybody. That's what I said. You keep your nose clean.
G tags the wall.
My God. I said it on the top of the show, didn't I, Kendrick? Whoever keeps their nose clean will have a good race today. And look at that. We've got arguably our fastest drivers apart from Ballista, not even in the top 5.
And Rogers as well is still maintaining second place.
Yeah, and like I said, you would have not expected Rogers, Tobalov, and Slushy Cat to be 2, 3, 4 come the end of race 1 round today. So, yeah, seems they've taken my advice of keeping it clean, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. They definitely did, and it did pay off.
And it's going to pay them off nicely in terms of the championship as well, as Ballista now begins his final lap. Let's go on board with the Japanese driver. He's had a bit of a lonely day today, hasn't he? He was hounded and harassed by Kindred Garlic at the start.
He was splashed multiple times.
He tried playing mind games, Kindred Garlic, Ballista with the cool head he has, that cool Japanese head he has, just kept his cool. It seems to me like he's running 0 ABS and 0.
Wow.
Pure driving talent, this guy. And he's going to gain a load of points over Naf. Naf's not going to get any points this race, so Ballista's going to end up getting 25 points over Raj and Naf this race. Or 24 in Raj's case. So, wow.
Yeah,
it's only round 2.
Indeed.
It's only round 2, but Ballista is strengthening his hold on that championship once again.
I'm pretty sure Bathrust would be a much nicer venue to be in the middle of the year, because definitely it's a good track to mix things up. Absolutely.
So, yeah. was we were not meant to race at Bathurst.
Oh,
But
Naf
here
is
we-
on the left side going slowly now.
Oh my
Ballista
god.
just passed
And-
Naf.
Yeah, and that's his championship rival he's passed as well. Put a lap
Exactly,
on
he
him.
lapped him. He lapped him.
Imagine Naf playing a bit of mind games. Is he gonna launch one down the inside? I hope not. But here we go then. Ballista now will approach the chase for the final time in race 1 here. And yeah, it's been a commanding drive for the Japanese. Once again, no mind games, just doing his business, keeping his composure. And he's gonna end up walking away with the win. A bucket load of points. He's gonna end up being 25 over the man behind him a lap down.
That is
And
true.
Ballista will then
Calm-
round it over the final, and he's gonna win race 1 here. Great
calm and
showing from the
composed
Japanese driver. Absolutely. But it seems like Rogers is gonna do very well. 21 seconds behind. It's a different postcode that Ballista's operating in, isn't he? Around this race today. Rogers is gonna end up getting second place. And unless I put the commentator's close on him. And he's going to get one for the Mercedes team. Great showing for him. The Swiss driver gets second place. Great showing. And Tobolo is going to get up a podium out of this.
Yeah, wow.
Cool.
Calm and composure is what you
Ah.
needed when you're going
This
to
guy's
tackle the
got
mountain.
This guy's got tons of experience, hasn't he?
Yeah, that is true. Very
He's
calm
got tons
and
of-
good outing as well for Slushy Cat.
Yeah, she's done well. It could have been a podium for her, but she should be very happy with that fourth place. Her car is very damaged there, so yeah, she must have had a moment. 3 place Sato in 5th, Felix in 6th, G in 7th, Scooty in 8th,
And
Dalek
G's
in
just
9th.
gonna hit the wall.
Yep, and Naf and Raj and Tom comes up the points.
Kindred
And
finished
now we-
9 though. It's, I guess, 2 points is alright.
I mean, points don't matter for him. He
Yep,
wants
that
to
is
win.
true.
He's not going for a championship or a pro spot.
Well, he's still gonna start in front of Ballista, so we'll see things as it goes
Yeah.
in the next race. And
Yeah, now remember when I said patience is the name of the game for race 1?
Mhm.
Times that by 200 for race 2. With a reverse grid race. So I believe we're gonna have Alex and Apollo on the front row, aren't we? This race.
Yeah, we will have Alex and Apollo in the front of the row.
Where's Josh Mitchell gonna fit in?
He says he wants to join the race, so he might. I think it's either a
would he-
no-show or a go for a show.
No, but is he gonna be on pole or in the front row?
I believe he's going to
Pick
be. at the-
Raj! Who's voted for that? Yeah, Raj is not making it. Does- Yeah.
So there it is.
Yeah, here we go. We're now gonna go to race 2. Who do we have for the reverse grid race, Kendrick?
I'm thinking of Garlic winning this one.
Yep, it's gonna obviously come along down to the start. I would be kind of aroused as well. Naf is gonna have to definitely use that starting position he has over Ballista to claw some of the points he lost in race 1. Yeah, he's gonna have to pull up his. As we wait for the cars to line up on the grid so we can see what the reverse grid starting lineup is. Yeah. Look at all those tire marks.
Yeah, I did not know that is elevated.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean it's tracks on the mountains. I don't think, if at all, is level. So
Is that a
Indeed.
mountain? I'd just rather call that a hill.
well, we've got Mount Everest here at Asia, so anything from this is minuscule. in comparison. So,
Look
Yeah.
at that.
May
Visit
1st.
nsw.com.
yeah, I'm gonna go there now. Why not? While I wait for these two, take it away, my friend.
Go what?
Never mind. I believe we're now lining up on the grid for the reverse grid race. So it seems like Apollo is going to have pole position for this race. Rai will be in second place. This car missing in second place. I wonder whose car is missing. So
He's...
Apollo, pole position in his first ever league race, or in his second ever league race rather, because he just finished his first one. So a lot of pressure here for the Ferrari driver. Keep it clean, boys. Here we go. Lights
6
coming
red
on now.
lights.
6 red lights. And it's go here for race 2 here at Bathurst. So one of the Ferraris at the right once again getting a hello. will have to try and cover the inside. And is that Nap coming down the inside there as well? As Garlic barges his way around G. As someone's spinning, I think that's Tobolov who's gone around there. So Tobolov has a moment there.
Tobolov had
Tobolov.
indeed had a moment there.
And Rye's taking the lead. Rye's got into the lead there. So
Huge crash down the main straight.
whoa!
Multiple cars involved.
Oh my god!
Ballista
What
as well has been involved in that incident.
Oh my god, what happened there? As Nap's taking the lead, so
Garlic is now in third place. Very, very close to Rye.
yep, so Garlic will have to try and find a way past Rye. I can't wait to see what happened in the replay there after the race, or what happened there, but that seems to be a big incident. I think Scooby, Tobolov spun on his own, but I think Scooby and Ballista were collected in that, so we'll come back to that, but at the moment it seems like Garlic has the
Very
place of a Rye.
unfortunate for Scooby as well. He's already down in the last place again.
Yeah,
The
he's
start of the lap.
if Garlic wants to win this race, he's going to have to find a way past Rye ASAP, because Nap and him seem to have pretty level pace at the moment, so Roger seems to have quite a bit of damage. He's dropping down the order, but yeah, that was a chaotic
Tobolov
start,
has
wasn't
overtaken Ballista.
it? Yep, as
Here we
Rye
go,
will
here
try
we go.
defending,
Kindred
but here we
taking
go.
over Rye.
Yep, Kindred finds himself in second place. Hopefully, it doesn't end the way it did in the first race, but Kindred Garlic now has gone into second place, and he'll now set up the Nap. He's going to be about
G
a second.
as well.
G is gonna-
joining them.
Yep, so Kindred will go defensive into this race.
Stick it down the inside.
Oh, he's going to have a bit of contact there.
G lost
You can get.
just a bit. Oh,
Yep.
G lost it.
Oh, G's gone
on the
around. Oh dear, no. Not ideal for G whatsoever. But Kindred Garlic is going to commence that chase on Nap at the end of lap 1, 2.2 seconds behind. So Nap may have had a horrible race 1, but at the moment, he could
He's
have had.
leading the race,
It's
yeah.
the perfect start. It's the perfect start because his championship rival is down in 12th place and he seems to have damage.
There's blue flags waving now. Rogers is in front of Kindred. Not
Yeah,
in racing
absolutely.
contentions though.
No, absolutely not. So, Slushy Cat once again keeping her nose clean. Alex Giu in 6th place. So, great showing there from the Italian. Apollo's dropped down to 8th place. He had pole position, so pretty, not the ideal start, Apollo. G still in the points after that, and Josh Mitchell is in the pit lane. So, yeah, I don't know what's happening with Josh, but... And I know, knowing his luck, he's going to somehow end up getting points. As Rogers is holding up Kindred Garlic there, isn't he?
Yeah, he did. He's not doing him any favors at all.
Nope, but he lets him go. And Kindred now will commence that chase on Nap.
2.4 seconds, the gap between them. 2.5
Yeah, but
now.
I think Kindred lost a bit of time behind Rogers. Because Rogers came out behind Nap, but ahead of Kindred Garlic. So, yeah, it's not going to be a fair comparison. So we'll wait till the
Rye
end
is
of.
limping.
Yeah, Rye's got damage.
He might have been to an incident there going up.
That's gonna help Ballista because Ballista can then still get one out of this race. He's at the moment 56 seconds behind. So, geez, this is a big battle here with Tobolov heading up.
Apollo.
Let's go on board with Slushy Cat, can we? She's only half a second behind Felix at the moment, so trying to get on the podium for the second race. She didn't manage for the first one, so it's only her second race. It's only a 4th league race, but she shows experience of someone who's got quite a bit of racing experience, doesn't she?
Yeah,
Just keeping her nose clean.
Yeah, that is true. I was about to say it as well. I guess
Yeah.
your advice really does pay off. Any advice that comes out from your mouth is really working well.
What happens when you follow racing for 16 years? I'm probably following racing for longer than some of these people have been born. Anyways, we don't talk about that. It's lap 3, and Kindred Garlic's only 2.5 seconds behind. At the end of this lap, we'll do a bit of a comparison as to what the lap times are between Nap and Kindred Garlic, as the cameraman's having a stroke there. I don't know what's happening, but here we go. We're back again into the battle, and race starting to take a bit of shape now. Ballista is currently just half a minute behind to get 1 World Championship point, and every point will count in this championship, won't it, at this point? Because, yeah, with Ballista having that issue at race 1, with Nap having that issue in race 1, but Ballista now having an issue in race 2. At the moment, it seems like there will be no points gained or lost between the two heading into round 3 compared to round 1. So, yeah, Rye's gone into the pit lane, so Ballista good. Yep, Ballista goes into 10th place, and that's going to give him a championship point. So Josh Mitchell rose up into 11. Can Josh Mitchell actually end up getting points this race, I wonder? Oh, Sashi Cat on sideways and
well held though, well held.
Well held, good car control, just keeping it clean. And yep, she's gonna lose a bit of time, but losing a bit of time is better than losing a car.
Yeah, but
So,
that is true. While we are saying that, Kindred has been chasing down Naf.
here we go. Yep, he's gained. Like I said, he can't really take the lap time for lap 2. He was held up behind Rogers, but at this point, at this lap so far, Kindred seems to have gained about half a second on Naf. So yeah, that's great pace, and he's gone under 2 seconds. So Kindred now putting the hammer down. It is the second race. He's gonna have to go out all the stops if he wants the win here. Because remember, catching is one thing, passing is another. But at the moment, he's catching him. He's putting himself in a position to probably go for the overtake.
It's the fastest lap at the moment.
Yeah, he was half
half
a second. These guys up front are doing 2 minutes. Incredible pace as Rye comes down to the pit lane.
chewing a bit of the grass.
Calm down there, Kindred. Calm down. Don't push so hard. You've got the pace. As you can probably see Rye coming out of the pit lane. He's like, no, not a lap car once again. But at the moment, he seems to have navigated past Rye. Rye will not hold him up the hill. So down Mountain Straight for the 4th time in this race. And he's lost about 4 tenths in that first sector by going wide at the 18th. But you can gain time at this racetrack as quickly as you can lose time. So Kindred just needs to get into a bit of a momentum and get back on.
Just a bit of slap of the face, just to get things back to recovered, and just to bring back the focus.
From my experience at sim racing, whenever you have moments like that, it's very important to just calm down a bit, recompose yourself, and get back into the rhythm, because it's so easy to try and overcompensate for a mistake you make on track, and the next thing you know, you make another mistake, which would be worse than the first one. So, yeah, Josh Mitchell currently in 11th place, chasing down Ballista in chasing down 6 seconds behind. Can you imagine if Josh Mitchell can beat Ballista this
It might be something to brag about, but at the moment it's not looking good.
I don't think we'll hear the end of it if it does happen. We will not hear the end of it, so yeah, Kindred's lost a bit of pace on this lap compared to Nap.
I think the rhythm was lost once he got to the grass. It shook him,
so
pretty sure about that.
He lost about 4 tenths there, but he lost another 4 tenths going up and down the hill, so
It's the rhythm that lost him.
yeah. So he needs to get back into that rhythm quickly. So if I was his race engineer, I'd be telling him to get into the rhythm to try and get back.
Or we're saying that Slushy Cat is getting eagerly close to Felix now. Half a second between them.
He is Peters, and he's trying to get that already discussed. She had a bit of a moment there, obviously, in the essence of Felix will now obviously trying to break that slipstream. I love when people try and break the slipstream, but he has to be careful on it. When he goes here, he can build defensive into whatever the school is beside that.
Oh, he's going for a move around the outside. That quarry's been.
He's gonna go for the move, but there's not much grip there. But smartly, she did not try accelerating. Well done. He did not hit the wall there. It's very easy to do. As you can see, Kindred now is 2.2 behind, so he's gained a bit of pace. The this lap.
Yeah, he's getting back there.
Yeah, we'll stay on board with Slushy Cat for now, because it seems like she's got definitely a lot more pace over Felix. But Felix is pulling out all his defensive stops to hold that final.
Get closer to the mic, please.
He's currently holding that third lap final podium spot. He's going to have Rogers in front of him, I believe, in the Mercedes.
Oh, Rice on the wall again!
But Rice not having a good race, is he? Yeah, Rice on the wall once again, not ideal. Yeah, clumsy. Very clumsy, sadly. So, yeah. So Rogers needs to do a better job at getting out of the way, honestly. He's holding up a lot of people.
He's holding up a lot. Sorry, go on.
he's really getting into a lot of he's getting into the part of a lot of drivers. Basically, first he did into Garlic, and now he's holding up Felix, and they're both fighting for their respective podium positions. So
Exactly,
Yeah,
he has to
not
respect the blue
ideal.
flags a bit more.
not ideal, and he's not gotten out of the way yet. And I bet Felix under that condition had to be speeding.
Once again, Kindred is slapping ever faster than NAF.
Yep, he's now under 2 seconds, so he's gonna have to try and keep this consistency up at the moment.
Now we're halfway
Doesn't
to go
have
in the
any-
race.
Well, not yet. At the end of this lap, yes, it's halfway through. But Kindred has to be careful. He doesn't have to make the same mistake he did in race 1. He has the pace of a nap. It's evident. So he needs to just keep his head down and try and close that gap. And he's gonna have about 7 laps to do it, including this one. So, yeah, let's see what he does.
Slushy Cat once again getting closer at Quarry Bend.
Yeah, she's getting closer and closer. And oh, Felix is the one that's gone wide there. That's gonna open the door. Slushy Cat, but Felix smartly positions that car in the middle of the track, nowhere for the tie driver to go. She will go up the hill now, and this is all going to be one line. So unless Felix has a bit of a moment, Slushy Cat's best opportunity is going to be down into the dipper.
Felix at the wall!
Oh, Felix has gone into the wall. That's not ideal. And now Slushy Cat will be all over him. And so they will now go down into the S's at the top of Skyline. So Felix pushing. How hard is he pushing? A bit too hard, apparently.
Just a bit too hard. He's losing control of the car.
Yep, he's overdriving the car. He's compensating for that mistake he made. Like I said a few laps ago, it's so easy to do that. He has to get back into a rhythm. So Slushy gets into a bit of a flame down into the dipper. But that GT3 straight line speed of the BMW should keep him ahead going into the chase. But as he's weaving around a bit, the Slushy Cat will have the slipstream. Is she going to be close enough for a move potentially?
She's getting closer.
Here we go. Can he go for a move into the chase? Nope. He's on defensive. Can he? On the outside? No. Moved over a bit there.
Felix lost it. Roger Sundal hit the wall on the left for the chase. After the chase,
Oh,
sorry.
he has. Yes, he has. And Kindred Garlic is now under 2 seconds. As Felix is really defending for this, isn't he? He's trying his absolute best.
Yes, elbows are out for Felix right now.
Oh, this is a great battle here. Felix pulling out all the defenses. I love seeing a good bit of defensive driving. And yeah, now this is where the experience of someone who's done a lot of league racing, as I say that, is going to open the door here. Here we go. This is the moment that Cat's been waiting for all along. The tie driver will pull alongside and is going to be clear, but Felix will then go right back into the slipstream. Can he maybe launch one down on the inside?
He
Cat's
might
leaving
as
the
well.
bulwark.
He's giving
Cat's leaving. Yep, he's going to go for it. You bet he is. Oh,
he lost it.
he tried.
He's going wide.
He's tried, but Slushy Cat will keep it in 3rd place. Very good.
Yeah,
Good
great.
driving. Great driving. So now that Ballista's in 9th place and he's setting a 2-3-4. Whoa, let's go on board with Kindred Garlic. We'll come back to that really quickly. He is really close on Nafia now as we have just reached the halfway point in this race. And Kindred Garlic now, come on mate,
Head
is
down.
going for the win. Head down.
lad.
This is going to become more of a race team now instead of commentary team. He's
That is
closed
true.
in big time. Nat must have had a bit of a moment there because at the
Yeah,
start of the lap
he
he was
lost quite a
1.9
lot of
seconds.
time.
Yeah, he was 1.9 seconds behind at the start of the lap. He's now under a second behind. So both of them are driving Z4s. There shouldn't be much of a significant difference in terms of straight line speed. But regardless of that, it definitely seems like Garlic has the pace around the lap. He's caught Nat,
Look at
but
the
now
bravery on the brakes with Kindred.
now that he's caught him, he's gonna have to try faster. And Garlic has nothing to lose. He's going for a win. Nat's going for a potential championship. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. Oh my god, Garlic really used that thing curve into mountain corner, I'd like to say. As he did a 2-minute 3.3 on that last lap. Wow!
That's purple as well.
Absolutely. Incredible pace. As Josh Mitchell is about to pass Apollo, we'll come back. Can we go on board with Josh Mitchell really quick? Seems like he's gonna potentially go for a move at on Apollo here for the final.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, he's on the wall!
he's done it.
Oh my god, Josh Mitchell, that's probably all the incentive Josh Mitchell needs to get a solitary point out of this race,
Gets a
which would
better,
be a
he's gonna
great...
get a better exit than Forrest Elbow.
Yeah. Yeah, he is, so Rise is gonna stand that, but... Yeah,
I wanna cut
Kindred's
back to
closing in.
Kindred.
Hang on, yep, now they're going up the hill
Oh,
with
there
on
it
board.
goes, there it
Hey,
goes.
there we go. Josh Mitchell has passed Pollard to get that final point spot, but let's go on back on board with the Australian as they will go back into the S's for the 8th time in this race at the end of this lap. There are 4 laps remaining, and yeah, wow. I need a breather.
Yeah, this is going to get quite intense by the moment.
Yep, and the laps beginning to slowly start running out. That delta that Kindred had has been kind of equalized a bit now. It's closer to Nap. A bit of that dirty air, not taking the lines and potentially like to take. So hold that thought, hold that camera. We'll go back to top. I can see it. We'll go back to it a bit later. Let's just follow Garlic till the end of the lap. Just see what sort of gains he can potentially make when it's time to lap behind. So as we go into the chase, so much pressure, isn't it? One guy's got everything to lose at this point of the season, and one guy's got nothing to lose. And you can just see it in their mentality, where Garlic is just so much more confident in throwing the car around, and whereas Nat, you can just see he's a bit more reserved, especially compared to the pace he was showing earlier when the circle was first put up. So as we go with 4 laps to go now, yeah, Garlic once again was 3/10 quicker on that lap. Nat is with 203s. Yeah,
He's
if
getting
Nat
closer.
misses, if Nat misses 1/8, that's what he's going to put in terms of the win. So
The pressure is on for now.
yeah, let's say with this backliner, win here, and Kindred Garlic finally put his demons behind him, and he's lost 2 race wins up at the mountain. You know what they say about third time lucky?
Third time is a charm.
Is it going to be a third time charm here for Kindred Garlic? He's got
It's a big
2 race
question mark.
Yep, big question mark. That question will be answered in less than 4 laps of time. But he's got a... How do you say Brunei? Is it Brunei? Bruneian? Whatever it is, he's got a very hungry drive with Brunei in front of him. He's trying to stop that from happening. I think it's Brunei's. That's how you say a British person. Anyways, I don't know. It's difficult. Can you Google that for me? Google the feature rate.
Brunei?
Brunei, is it Brunish or Bruneian or? I don't know.
I believe it's Bruneian.
Yeah, Bruneian sounds about right. Anyways, off
Brunish.
topic there really
What
quick.
the heck is a Brunish?
Brunette. Anyways,
It's
hold
a
that thought.
brunette, but not really.
Yep, and hold that thought. Here we go. Kindred looks a bit closer this time around. Ever so slightly. He's gonna have the slipstream. They're staying on board. It's just a better way to see.
Hold on, I just want to see the action on the outside.
Oh my god. As we go back on board with the Australian, just 3 times behind, using that slipstream. Obviously, the slipstream not as powerful than these cars compared to the
Oh,
F3.
he's really mounting those curves.
Yeah, he said he can feel a lot of liberty with those curves. He's really relying on the premiums there to make sure the curves don't betray him. As we're gonna now approach the end of lap 9. A bit on the grass there, but that's
scary.
fine. That's scary. Yeah, he will feel that loss of grip, but he seems to have caught it nicely there. As yeah, oh my god, Naf was just a 10th quicker on that lap. Instead of 2 minutes 4, 3.4. This is incredible pace that these two are showing. Sashi Kat's in 3rd place, so yeah, she was already in 3rd place. So we'll come back to her a bit later on. Race is starting to take shape. Obviously, Cobolo seems to be quite close to Sato. Let's follow that battle for a bit. This fleet of
Oh, here it goes.
Yep, right on cue. So it's so hard to see what's happening. Here we go. We're on the outside. Potentially Cobolo holds that defensive lines, but Cobolo will get much nicer around the exit. He's gonna try. He's trying to carry the power between the BMW and the Ferrari and Cobolo.
At this point, he can chuck it down the inside.
No, I don't think so. The braking zone's not going to be big enough. Let's go back to board with Kindred Garlic. So much is happening in this race, honestly. I don't know. I don't know, Kevin. Who's winning this race? Someone's pulled off to the side of the track that I don't know who has. So, oh my god, the amount of steering angles Kindred put there is crazy. Yeah, that's a lot of steering angle he put in. Naf at the moment seems to have Kindred at an arm's length, and they're going to have more lap traffic to contend with. There's going to be 2 laps left at the end of this lap.
That's going
more
to
lap
make
traffic.
things up. Definitely.
Yep. Yeah, there's going to be, like I said, there's a lap car in front. It's going to be interesting to see if that lap car has
I think that's Apollo with the red Ferrari.
Yeah, it's going to be Apollo, so he's a new driver. He needs to be careful.
Oh, he needs to yield right now. He needs to yield.
Oh my god, yep, and Naf's lost a bit of time, and that's going to be all the intensive that Kindred Garlic is going to need. Oh my god, Apollo.
This brings back hopes.
Oh my god, look how close Kindred is, and time's running out. You can bet your bottom dollar that any gap that Kindred sees, he's going to go for it.
Time for Kindred.
He was 2 tenths fast, and look how much more aggressive he was.
Yeah, he's going for much more aggressive moves now. Yeah, he's sending
he's 2 laps to go. He's 20 seconds clear of the car behind. He's not in championship fight. He should send it. Naf's got a championship fight ahead of him. He needs to be careful. And Ballista currently in 9th place. He's got to gain a chunk of points and potentially make up a lot for the gap he will lose. But I say he needs to be careful, but how crucial can these 7 points be come the end of the season between him and Ballista if Garlic wins this race? That's probably running through. Oh my god, you can just see how hard Garlic's pushing. He can smell it. He can smell victory here. He can smell it. It's just got one Brunanian in front of him, and he's going to start the final lap shortly. The bets are about to close. I don't know who's winning this race, but once again, Mount Panorama has shown an incredible battle. Naf is really on the ragged edge himself. Kindred Garlic is going to launch it into the S's for the penultimate time. He's going to have. Oh, Naf's got a bit wide there.
He's missing it.
Yeah, like I said, he's got a bit wide there. He's going to compromise his run down the mountains, and he's going to go into the cutting about half a second ahead, and Kindred will now have slipstream. Can use that slipstream to potentially close the gap. We shall see. 1 lap to go at the end of this, and what a finish this is going to be. At the moment, Naf seems to be Kindred at arm's length, and he's moving over slightly. Mind break that though. You need to be careful.
Oh, he's flashing him.
Yeah, Kindred once again playing it. And he's going to launch it into the chase for the penultimate time.
Oh, he's on the grass.
Oh my god, he saved it once again. He's really taking liberties with the edges of the track. Mount Panorama can be very unforgiving. Nobody knows that better than Kindred Garlic, so he has to be careful. He's also got traction control, ABS turned down to 0. We're going to start the final lap here at Mount Panorama. 2 minutes away, 6 kilometers to go. And Naf, once again, when it matters, seems to have the pace of a Kindred Garlic, 2 minutes 3.7, just enough. And as long as Naf can hit all his markers, it's going to take a miracle to win this race now, I'd say.
He's putting out the side to break the slipstream as well.
Yes.
He knows. Naf knows he's there.
Yep. He's going to have to just negotiate through going up the hill for the final time.
Oh, he's going wide!
Oh, he's gone wide. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a potential first race win for Naf in his 3rd. It's a 4th start, I'd like to say it's 5th start. The pressure's starting to get to him. Kindred Garlic himself.
Once again, he missed the apex.
Yeah, and Kindred, if this is the gap going into the chase, you know Kindred is going to send it for sure. This is for the race win. Oh my god! He is all over the track. They're making this racetrack wider than I know it to be. They're making this race so wide. Look at how much he's slowed
now.
Down into Skyline, going into down the hill. Down the SS, and he's going to try set one up for the cunning. Oh, he's lost a bit of time there, 2/10 of a second, and that time could be crucial come chase. If Naf can navigate chase and get a good exit, I think he's going to have this race win. Oh my god! And Naf.
Wow.
Naf seems to have weathered the storm. Kindred is gonna have to go for the most audacious dive to have a chance. If the only chance Kindred has now is if Naf manages to chase going into the final. With the gap he has, it's gonna take a miracle, I'd say.
Did Slushy won the podium last race?
No, she didn't. Slushy is.
If she didn't, this is her first podium for Artito.
Well, we'll get back to that shortly because Naf, in his 5th start at Artito Racing, is going to get his first win.
Congratulations to Naf.
And Naf has done brilliantly. Kindred Garlic in 2nd place. Great drive. Great drive. So, on board is but the small female side of it is racing.
Yeah, put your
in
hands
her,
together.
yeah, in
What a
fourth
great
place,
drive.
in place for in her fourth competitive league race is gonna end up getting a podium. Incredible timing. The Thai driver Tobolev once again keeping his nose clean.
He made
Will
the move
end
on
up getting,
Saldo?
yeah, he did.
Wow.
All along, Tobolov and Sate were having an incredible battle.
It is a great outing for Tobolo.
Yeah, once again keeping his nose clean, good chunk of points. G did well to get back once again.
Yes,
He's
G
just
hits the wall.
G has got 6th place. Felix will get
Josh is in
7.
11.
Alex Dew, let's go on board with Ballista. Can Ballista get Alex Dew? Let's go on board. Oh, he's just gonna run out of race.
Only just.
One more lap when he would have had it.
But
So
it was great.
Alex Dew once again getting points. Great result for him. Ballista 9. Scooby get a championship point. Josh Mitchell just missing out on points there. Apollo in 12th. Rogers having a bit of a May race in 13th. Raj in 14th.
Rogers.
Wow, what a race.
Yeah.
And with that race, we have concluded the stream. NJ, final thoughts.
It is not what I expected, but I guess Bathrust was a good call.
It was. I mean, I still beg to differ. I'm still salty.
Favorite.
I'm still
this guy.
salty.
Anyway, we'll conclude right there. That
It's
was
been
great
me,
racing for
Abby.
them. And it's been me,
Abby,
KJ.
Blind Spain, and once again, Taylor Kid Garland will be back in the commentary box for those of you who have been missing his voice. Please do congratulate him and the rest of the drivers for a great race, and we'll see you next week.
Yep, ta-ta.